possible, giving me a certain amount of room for error. Okay? I land it here and I leave it a little short, it might get hung up here. So as a general rule, about 3 feet in front of the collar. You see that? Okay. Alright. So step one, I pick a spot. So which way do you think this is going to break? A little to the right?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. So we're going to land it there. Alright, now the next step that we're going to do is we're going to choose the club. If I land it on that spot, what club in your bag would roll the remaining distance? And they all react differently. You know why? What club do you have in your bag?
Sandwich.
You understand what? Do we use it? Okay? If I step on this 5 iron, and then I step on your sand wedge, this tells me where the manufacturer wants this ball to go. Okay? It's pretty obvious that this one would come out on the lower loft and roll further. If a 5 iron lands by that tee, okay, it's going to roll too far, I believe. If a sand wedge lands by that tee, I don't think it's going to roll far enough. All right. So our second step is we've got to choose the right club, and I like to use just the process of elimination. I know it's not a sand wedge, a pitching wedge. You know, I don't like it either. A 9 iron maybe. I believe if I hit a 7 iron, I believe that a 7 iron would roll too far. Okay, so now I'm at 8 or a 9. Okay, so it's these two clubs here. And this is how I would process it. Do you have an 8 iron? Here it is. An 8 and a 9. And then at this point, I would just go with my gut instinct. Okay? Alright, so step one, you need to know step one. Choose where you want the ball to land. Okay? Step two, choose the club that if you landed it there would roll the remaining distance. Okay? And then step three, we need to practice, and we're going to go through the technique so that we can land the ball from point A to point B. Okay? I believe I misread this a little. I think it's too close to here. I like that a little better, don't you? Okay? Now of these two, which one do you like the most? What do you think? You think the 9 would roll far enough?
Yeah.
That's right. All right, now I'm going to show you. Now I'm going to do the first one, and then I want you to do the next one. So the technique of hitting the spot. Step one, pick the spot. Step two, pick the club. Step three, all I've got to do is now focus on hitting this ball from here to that tee. I don't have to worry about what's beyond it anymore. I've already factored it in. Okay? So what technique am I going to use? Okay? And I'm going to give you your 8 iron. And I want you to go ahead and just do it with me. And we'll do some practice swings. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our feet together. I mean, I've got my feet as close together as you can get them. That's it. That's right. And the only reason we widen our stance is for balance reasons. Okay? So we don't need any stance at all. This ball is going to be positioned right in the middle of you. So that's where the ball would be. Now, what I like to do with my toes, okay, because the follow-through turn is more important than the backswing turn, I cheat with my toes a little bit to the left. So my toes are to the left, but my shoulders are still square to the ball. Does that make sense? All right, so I went from here, just a little pivot. I don't want my heels to go back. You see my heels go back? We just turn our toes to the left a little, and that's how Tiger Woods would do it. Okay? Now, I'm going to throw you a ball. I'm going to throw you a ball underhanded, and it's exactly how the technique that we use when we hit the chip shot, and we do just a small chip from here to there. I turn to the side. I'm going to throw you a ball. Guess where my arm would go? Directly away from you, and then I will throw it towards you. Now notice where I am. Notice where I am at the finish. Notice where my shoulders are. Notice where my hips. I wouldn't throw my arm across my body. Do you see it where it's working independently? I would throw it. I'm gonna throw it to you. I want you to catch it. You ready? You ready? I'm gonna throw it to you. So, all right. So go straight back, and then here. And notice where I am. That's it. Tell me if that looks like this. You ready? Straight back. All right. Now I'm gonna ask a trick question. Okay. For a small swing, like what we have here, should you use your body to turn a lot this shot? Answer is yes. We use our body a lot. And what a lot of people do, they make the mistake of trying to keep this still. And they try to keep this still, that club kind of jackknives through, and then now I can't hit the ground as solid as I want. Okay? I'm trying to create that same tossing motion with this shot. Arm straight back, not much turn, and then we turn through. Do you see what I just did? Look at this. Look for the similarities. Straight back, and then turn. Do you see where? Look where my belt buckle, my chest faces exactly where I want this ball to go. Does that make sense? Okay. Now I'm gonna give you this. And I want you to grip. Take your grip. I want you to grip it just like this. There you go. Good, good. Your grip's going to be a little awkward, but that's all right. Take your normal grip. You got it? Grip down on the club a little. Grip down. Don't you grip down? There you go. Get your club square. You got it? I'm going to put it on this side. All right, there you go. Now, the purpose for this, when I tossed the ball, I didn't toss it like this. I tossed it like this. All right. If I try to scoop with my hands, guess what I'm going to do with this? It's going to hit my side, isn't it? All right. You should be able to make a swing, this chip shot, without this hitting your side. You see it? And if it does, it indicates that your hands moved too excessively. There was too much wrist hinge coming through. There you go. Good. Good. Real good. All right. So in other words, the technique that we're going to use, we're just going to maintain a triangle. And it's identical to the impact area that we have during a full swing. So look at my arms. Do you see my arms? Mm-hmm. Look at my arms. That's it. So basically what we're doing, straight back, like we throw a ball underhanded, okay? And then we turn through, that's it, and maintain your triangle along the way. Straight back, turn through, straight back, turn through. Very good. Now, in order for your golf club to strike the golf ball solid, we need your club to return underneath it. If it's just a half an inch too high, like it is here, you're not going to reap the true value of that loft. All right, so in order to hit the ball solid, just like I heard, I want you to get into the habit with every one of your practice swings. Straight back, turn through. Get into the habit of producing that brushing sound. Did you hear what I just did? Straight back, turn through. You see it? All right, now let's take this rod away, and I want you to do some more practice swings. Okay? So your feet are together. Now you open your toes a little bit. That's right. You take your grip. Good. You might want to grip down a little. We use the same grip that we did with the full swing. You see that V? Okay, good, good. But we might grip down a little. I like to go about half on. Look, you see about the same amount of grip behind my hand that you see in front of my hand is kind of a general rule. Good. Okay. And then we're just going to lean the club forward so that this shaft perfectly matches your left arm. You see my left arm? You see it? So I don't want it here, but I don't want to lean it too far to the left. I just want it about there. You go. Good. Straight back. All right, now that looked good, but I need to hear your club strike the ground a little little bit lower. And I'm not listening for the grass, I'm listening for the ground. Hear the difference? All right, your turn. There you go, good. Straight back. Good to hold, now check. Real sharp. I don't want to see too much wrist hinge here. I'm looking for that left arm and the shaft and that white line to remain perfectly in line with each other. Is that in line? Yeah. How about now? The shaft is, but the club face is. That ball goes to the right. Is that in line? The shaft is, but the club face is. That ball goes to the left. And that's a checkpoint. So when I practice, if I want to get good, I'm going to get real diligent and make sure that I check it each time. Look for it each and every swing. Where's the white line? Where's the shaft? And where's the left arm? Do you see how they're in line? And at the completion of your chip shot, you should be there every time. And a lot of people turn it sometimes. They're not going to be as good. Some people have it too far open. So look for a square club face. Go straight back. Turn through. That's it. Hold right here. Don't let that club bounce over here. Hold. Hold. I know it hurts to hold. Left arm. Good. That's perfect. You see how everything lined up nicely together? I do it straight back. Turn through. Just like that. Okay. Now when I threw you a ball underhanded, I want you to think back. We're about to hit some shots in just a minute. When I threw you a ball underhanded, think about the rhythm. Think about the tempo that was used for that movement. Like that. You see it? It's under control. It's a constant tempo. Okay? It's not hurried. It's not slow. It's not in slow motion. But I don't want to rush the action. Watch mine. You see it? Now watch mine. And I want to produce that same type of rhythm for all of my shots. Chipping, pitching, bunkers, full swing with an iron, full swing with a drop. Okay? So I want you to watch mine. Straight back, and through. Straight back, and then through. How's my triangle? All right, let me hear yours. You ready? Straight back, and then move, and then hold. That's it. A little slower going back. Slow. There you go. That's good. Take the tension out. There you go. Try to take the tension out. Okay. Good. Okay, good. All right, now I'm going to put a little pressure down on your spine while you do it. Do a little practice one. A little slower than that. And I don't want, remember, we don't want our neck or our back moving backwards. Watch mine. The position of my spine here, I want to be the same as the position of my spine at impact. Okay, so I'm going to put a little downward pressure. You ready? Are you ready? Back, slow. There you go. Good. Slow. Gotta go. And then hold that finish. That's going to be the key for you. Hold. It's going to be the key for you to get feedback to tell whether or not you're doing it right. Okay, now hold on, and I'm picky, and you know that by now, don't you? Here's your left arm, and I want you as good as you can get. Here's your left arm, I can clearly see it, but yet your club's here. It should have been here. You see it? You would have, so in other words, the purpose of this drill, which is a great drill, you can do this at home watching TV. This right here